A new gaming phone was just released from Redmagic. This is the Redmagic 9S Pro, and in this video we will do a detailed review and see what makes this phone the best gaming phone out there. Spoiler alert, this phone has 28GB of RAM and runs every game on 120 FPS. Later in the video I will show you how to do it. First, let's do a quick unboxing and see what's inside. Redmagic 9S Pro comes in 4 different designs. The Sleet and Frost versions, both with 12GB of RAM and 256GB of storage, and also Cyclone and Snowfall versions, both with 16GB of RAM and 512GB of storage. The one that I am holding is the Snowfall version. With the phone also comes an 80W super fast charger and a Type-C cable, which both make it possible for the battery to charge from 0 to 100% in around 30 minutes. There's also a transparent cover to protect the corners in the back of the phone from damage in case of dropping or if you decide to throw it into a wall after rage quitting your game. The design is quite similar to Redmagic 9 Pro, only with some minor changes but with a lot of new features. Now let's go through some of its main specifications. It has a leading version of Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 processor, a 6500 mAh dual-cell battery with 80W charger, an upgraded ICE 13.5 cooling system plus turbofan with RGB lights, 2 rear 50MP cameras and a 16MP front camera, upgraded Redmagic 9.5 game space equipped with Android 14, dual 3D speakers, 3 microphones and a headphone jack. The screen supports a refresh rate up to 120Hz, perfect to run the biggest mobile games on their highest graphics. You can manually lower or increase the refresh rate of the screen depending on the game you are playing. Of course, higher refresh rate means higher battery usage. Here you can customize the lighting effects on the back and the side of the phone. For this design, the shoulder triggers also have lights on top of them. On the back there is the turbo fan paired with RGB lights, and there is also the 9S generation logo lighting up. We said that this phone has 16GB of RAM, but in fact you can increase it up to 28GB. When it is necessary, the phone converts some of the storage capacity into RAM capacity. Another cool feature is the super wallpaper. You can choose one of these wallpapers for your screen, but the thing is that they are not just wallpapers. They are also games, and you can play them while you're on your home screen. For example, here we have Tetris. After setting it as a wallpaper, you can go on the home screen and play the game. There are also other games like Snake and Flappy Bird with Redmagic theme. But of course you don't want a phone like this to play Snake or Tetris, so we are going to cut to the real deal, the game space. To enter the game space, you have to switch on the red button on the right side. Here you can find all the games you have downloaded in your phone, and also many settings that you can adjust for each one of them to make your gaming experience much better. Redmagic 9S Pro runs PUBG Mobile on 120 FPS. The game feels much smoother than in any other phone I have played on. It also runs the other biggest mobile games on their highest graphics, like Call of Duty, Mobile Legends, Genshin Impact, and many more. Leave a comment below if you want me to test your favorite mobile game. Now let's check out some of the game space features. Here you can adjust the CPU and GPU power between Eco, Balance, and Rise, with Rise being the highest. For big games like PUBG Mobile, it is necessary to use the max CPU and GPU performance in order for the game to run as smooth as possible. On the right side, you can find many useful buttons. You can adjust the screen refresh rate from here without having to leave the game. You can also record your gameplay on high quality, including the internal game sound and microphone sound. Boost the device performance by cleaning the useless memory with just one button. The charge separation is another useful feature on this phone. It allows you to power the phone directly and not the battery. This prevents the phone from overheating while playing. Now let's check some of the game plugins. With this one, you can increase the wheel sensitivity to make it smoother to move around. This one gives you different screen filters while playing. For example, this one is very useful to spot the enemies hiding in the grass. The extra scope helps you have a better look at the enemies who are far away. For shooter games, the best feature on this phone are the shoulder triggers. You can easily set it up by placing the buttons on top of the game buttons, and then use the triggers to open the scope and fire easily. There is a secret about the shoulder triggers. You can turn any single-shot weapon like SKS to an automatic weapon. There are also some useful plugins for MOBA games. With this one, you can set timers on screen to remind you about the cooldown of the skills of the enemies or when the buffs respawn. This one allows you to record a whole set of skill combo and then perform it with just one button. Let me know in the comments, what do you guys think about this phone? If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them. If you are going to buy a Redmagic 9S Pro, use the links below to go to the official website of Redmagic.
Let's make some noise! Mega kill! Cause it looks like we all don't know. Glass half full or empty, and we just putting on the show. Signs to tell us things that we beg to know, like what did this on me?